Hey everybody, Eric here. I'm really excited to share this new program I'm releasing on the channel called Foundations. And Foundations is all about building a solid base and strengthening it up. So there's 6 different routines that comprise this program, and it's designed for all levels of fitness. Now I have kind of a similar program on the channel already called Extreme Muscle, and that one is, similar style. You're gonna be counting your reps and writing everything down and stuff, and I'll get to it more. But Extreme Muscle is a much more advanced program. A lot of the routines are about 20 or 45, maybe even 50 minutes long, and that doesn't even include a warm-up. So really high volume stuff, long routines, but this is a little bit shorter, a little bit more approachable. And again, all levels of fitness can do this if you're new. The volume isn't too crazy on this. And also if you've been lifting for a while, these can still be really good routines for you because with weightlifting, all you have to do is increase that resistance a little bit, and that'll scale these routines up to where you're at. So these are classic kind of weightlifting programs or routines where you're going to be counting your reps as you go, you're going to be measuring your weight setting, and you're going to be writing everything down. And all of the routines, they're all hosted for free on YouTube. I don't know if I mentioned that already. And there's also these PDFs that are going to be for free, and they're linked in the description of each video. So this is so you can write everything down and focus on increasing those numbers. So I'm going to tell you though in this video why I think you should actually purchase the program, which is where some of these PDFs are generated, and we'll get to that in a little bit here. So the routines in this program, they are done with the push-pull leg split, and that's a really common split used in the weightlifting community. And basically it's so you can kind of break up your training and hit your upper body a couple times in a row even. So if you go a push day, that's going to be working your chest and your triceps with that motion. A pulling motion is going to be hitting your biceps and your back. And so those are different muscle groups you're hitting. And so you could actually go a push day into a pull day, back to back, and you'll be fine. And then, you go into a legs day, well, you're not hitting your upper body, and that's giving your body time to recover. So that's the reason for the splits. And again, these are all at about 15 sets for each particular day, with about a minute of rest between every single set. So that is a bit different than some of the routines I have on the channel, which are more HIIT style routines. In a HIIT style workout, you're working out to a clock, so maybe 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. And in a HIIT style, you are building muscle, and but you're also working on cardiovascular training as well. So a HIIT style routine is more for all for general fitness, where hypertrophy style routines, which is what this is more for building muscle mass. I want to tell you about the program a little bit and why I think you should buy it. So right here on the screen, I've got this PDF that you're going to get if you do purchase the program. And it's got some other information in here that's about what to do with your off days and the frequency to do the routine, stuff like that. And it's also got some general information about weightlifting. And I'm not reinventing the wheel here or anything. This is some stuff that's backed by science and accepted by the weightlifting community in here. You can find it in other places. I'm just kind of putting it all together for you in one document. But what's I think the big value add here is the spreadsheet you're going to get with it. And I make spreadsheets for my day job, and I promise this won't be painful. We'll try to keep it light and fun and everything. And we're going to just pull that up on the screen here now. And so with the spreadsheet, the first thing you're going to notice is you're going to have links to everything in the program here, and you can just click on anything. It'll take you right to the YouTube video, which is kind of nice. But where things get really helpful here is, first off, if you commit to doing the program, you can basically make your schedule right away as soon as you get the spreadsheet. So the first thing you do is you're going to just drop in the start date and which you'll be starting this program, and then you can select the number of times you want to cycle through it. Again, I recommend 5 times, and then the number of days per week you want to do. So right now I've got 3 days a week programmed in. If you wanted to add in a 4th, you could just select that in the drop down here. And then down here, we'll see this list schedule that's kind of created, and it's going to tell you exactly, what routine you should be doing on each day. Now, the list schedule is not the most user-friendly thing, or the way we normally look at calendars. And so I have this calendar view tab, which is pretty nice, and it it just puts together exactly the days of the week and what you should be doing each particular day on here, and it just slaps it on a calendar. And these are all hyperlinks again, so you can take it right to the video. But I really like the idea of just printing out this calendar. For me, having a calendar up on the wall and, making sure I show up every day and, seeing, I like having the X through the day that, after I completed everything. And, if I've made 8 or 9 workouts in a row and I'm not feeling it on my 10th day, seeing that I made it out 9 times before, today's not going to be the day I break. And so I find that really motivating. And so I think having a calendar in front of you that's showing you that plan that you committed to do, that you're going to help follow through with it. So the calendar is really nice to have. And if you're one of those people that have maybe a hard time sticking with a fitness goal, this is going to really help you out with that. And sometimes people, a lot of people have these fitness goals that are like, I want to lose weight, or I want to get stronger, or maybe get a little definition. But if you don't have a plan for how you're going to do that, then it's really hard to meet it and to stay consistent with it. And having this program is the plan or the system that you need. And all you got to do is just follow along, show up and just give your best effort, and you're going to get there. So that's the calendar, and I want to jump back to my plan builder tab. And from here, this is where you can start adding ab routines to this as well, because push-pull legs never really talks about your abs, and some people want to hit their core more than others. So I decided to make these as little separate routines that you can basically staple on to whatever your workout is that day. And I've got 4 different ab routines here, and they're all about 10 minutes each. You can basically go in here and select the days that you want to do ab workouts, and then also you can select the routine you want to do on those particular days. So I've got routines designed to go through all levels of the pulleys, top, medium, and low pulleys, so you can kind of tag it on to a workout really quickly. So if I were to select, maybe I want to do abs on Monday and Wednesday here, then if I toggle back to my calendar even, it's also going to include those, the ab routines that I've committed to doing, or I've assigned myself to do on those particular days. So it's kind of cool too. So I got the calendar here. I also want to show these other tabs on here, and basically I have a tab for every single routine, and these tabs are what I use to create these little PDFs. But if you're using the spreadsheet, there's a couple of really nice features that you're going to get. So the first is each of the lifts I have hyperlinked here, at least ones I've done separate videos for. So if you're not sure how to do a particular exercise, if you click on this link, it's going to take you to another video where I basically give more advice about how to do a particular exercise. And that can be kind of nice if going through the routine, I don't have necessarily 2 or 3 minutes to tell you all the information about form and technique, and this can be a good way to really get that form down. Or maybe if you're doing the routine without doing the follow along videos, this is a way you could do it on your own pace, and still have this as a reference that you can jump over to. So another thing too that is really nice is if it's your first time going through all of the routines. Well, if you just put in the weight setting that you did for the very first lift, so I'm going to put in 130 pounds here for chest press, it's going to actually give you a recommendation on all of the weight setting to use throughout the entire routine. And that's going to help you, at least on your first time going through the routine. So when you come back to it though, and you're on cycle number 2, you're going to know what you did last time and kind of use that as the guiding principle, or the guiding amounts to go with. But your first time through, it can be a little overwhelming to know what weight setting to use, and this will automatically populate it for you. And this is all based on my experience with it in my body. And then finally is you do this, as you fill out this, if you do it in a digital form, as I put in the number of reps I did, it's creating this thing that it's kind of fun. It's not the most scientific thing here, called a volume score, and it's populating it right at the top of the page here. And that is simply the weight setting times the number of reps. And the thought here is this would be able to give you a way to compare 2 routines. And so if I did 130 pounds of chest press times 10 reps, a couple times, and then maybe next week I come back and I do this at 150 pounds, but I only did 8 reps. That's kind of a way that you can maybe compare it a little bit, though it is progress to see that weight number going up. So that's the program, and you can purchase that through the links in the description, or you can join my channel membership, and that's going to get you access to all of my programs, and that just starts at $6 a month. And purchasing it is going to support me directly and what I'm doing here. And I really have this weird business model of basically making stuff and giving it away for free, and hoping there's a community to support it. So I personally kind of have this goal to have just the largest reach that I can and the most impact I can. And I think that's the best way to do it. So if you want to be part of that mission and supporting that goal, well, you can use those links, and I would very much appreciate that. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. And as always, be good to yourself, be good to others, and thanks for watching.